Too many map bans. And Bishop and VuSu seem to feel the same way. Not quite sure what server they're on. But here we go. Game 1 of this loser scores match.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Here we go. Bishop with a polite taunt VuSu. Taunt is back. They are underway.
Both players immediately find a weapon.
And with the sword.
VuSu using this sword to the best of his ability. Bishop trying to hit him with the axe and gets an insane axe string. The sideline to side airs, carrying him across the map. Goes to that neutral light. VuSu dodges out of the way, but doesn't get a punish. VuSu finds a neutral light of his own. Bishop hits him with a down air to get to punish him for those neutral signatures, and again a down air to punish for the neutral sig. VuSu really fishing for those signatures. Tosses his sword away and finds the hammer.
Bishop dodging around. Gets a nice down air onto VuSu. VuSu has the hammer, gets a side air onto Bishop, and Bishop is down for the count. VuSu gonna clear the board, has the sword.
And takes
Bishop
the lead.
gets a ground.
Yeah, VuSu holding on to the sword, goes to that side light, but Bishop punishes him with the side air into recovery. VuSu holding on to the hammer, gets hit by another side air, and Bishop just ends it with his unarmed combat. Not taking any damage himself and holding on to the guns.
Bishop gets a nice downlight onto VuSu into a follow-up side air. Down air into a neutral air. I think he was going for a gravity cancel neutral light there. Gravity cancel neutral light, but VuSu spot dodge on the neutral light.
VuSu holding on to the swords, goes for that side light, but gets punished by Bishop's recovery, followed by a neutral air and a recovery again to send him flying. Goes for that gravity cancel, but gets interrupted. Goes for the ground pound. VuSu sent into the deep red. Tosses the guns into his face. Goes for the haymaker. Doesn't quite work out. And VuSu holds on to the sword. Ooh, Bishop going
Bishop
for it.
tries
Risky.
to read.
Yeah, doesn't quite work out and gets hit by that recovery. Sends flying to the stage, and the hammer side here nearly ends Bishop's stock.
But Bishop makes it above the gravity cancel down sig and punishes big with the ground pound onto VuSu's head. He's in the red though, so VuSu could get a good hit, but that down air into a neutral light again, down air into gravity cancel neutral light, and he's already knocked VuSu into the orange. Neutral sig will send VuSu into the sky, goes for another one, but VuSu not able to punish. Huge.
Bishop holding on to these guns, using the downers to the best of his ability. He's got a solid stock lead over VuSu. There's the recovery, sends him deep into the red, and the gravy cancel side stick doesn't connect with the ground pound, disarms him. Bishop's all over VuSu with these special moves, and there's the weapon toss to end his stock and take the lead. This set, the 2 stock.
VuSu says, "Let us play on EU, please."
The downside to an EU player in a NA priority tournament is that even if you do get your EU counter pick and you win on your EU counter pick, the third match will always be back to US because the enemy player obviously will stay on EU unless they were like agreeing to it.
VuSu does have that disadvantage even if he does win on EU, like you said. Bishop will get the counter pick and could easily go back to NA in game 3. But here we go, VuSu versus Bishop. Bishop, polite taunt VuSu, polite taunt back.
And Bishop opens up with a dive kick. VuSu finds the first weapon. Bishop struggling, not even struggling to get the axe rather, and VuSu immediately gets hit by some axe sidelights to the side airs, bring him into the yellow. Bishop throws out a weird neutral signature, doesn't quite connect, tosses that axe down into VuSu's face and punishes him with a D-light into side air. Bishop doing a lot of damage to VuSu very quickly.
Oh, mine's where VuSu is going, using that future sight. Bishop taking the huge early lead with the help of that mine, and VuSu has got to find something.
Yeah, barely did any damage to Bishop in that stock, and that's not a good thing considering Barraza, as a legend, has the highest defense in the game next to Queen 9. Tosses his axe into VuSu's face. Gets that neutral sig with the guns. He's just doing an excellent job covering VuSu's approaches and landings. Bishop's doing a crazy amount of damage to VuSu's Bodvar. Or Bishop's doing it, yeah. Goes for that down sig. VuSu lands in the side air, but Bishop dodges out of the way. Goes for that ground pound, but Bishop's perfectly fine jumping over that. He has the spike ball, tosses it aside, holds onto the axe, and tosses it into VuSu's face. Will we see a side air killer? No, VuSu hits him with that D-light into side air.
Recovery from Bishop sends VuSu into the sky. He's got the axe, goes for the down sig to punish any sort of approach from VuSu, but VuSu is ready for it, and the gravity cancel neutral sig
What an excellent option to punish that ground pound. I was expecting an axe recovery, but the neutral signature grabs VuSu out of his attack and launches him off the stage.
Downlight side air from VuSu. Bishop, oh, making it past that ground pound.
Hugs the wall to be able to survive a little bit longer, but a neutral air kills him off the top. VuSu evens it up a little bit, 1-2, but he still has a long way to go if he wants to be able to win this match. And that's a great way to start it.
Bishop gets the hit. He's gonna get the axe, gets a side light into a side air, into a gravity kick, or into a neutral sig.
Bishop holding onto the guns.
Fishing for these dares, gets the dare into the stair. Weapon toss, goes for another axe neutral sig, but VuSu's not gonna get caught by either that or the side sig.
VuSu goes for that neutral signature with the sword, doesn't connect, goes for that dive kick, and it punishes VuSu in a deep red. But the ground pound, VuSu might be able to end this stock, but there's the recovery from Bishop. Gets hit by the spike ball as well as he lands. The bomb lobs towards him. VuSu has the spike ball now, and he punches Bishop off the edge.
Bishop is gonna get caught by that side air from VuSu, but VuSu in the red. He's gonna get weapon control. Clears the board. Bishop dodging around, looking for the dare hit onto VuSu. But VuSu gets a nice downlight, drops the down air.
Bishop pulled out of the axe because of an insane combo from VuSu. His Barraza is struggling to get any hits onto VuSu whatsoever. VuSu's making this comeback look possible. Dodges away from the guns. Bishop calls in for his axe, but instead goes for the unarmed.
Ooh.
Player one.